Hi guys, it's Temi with YellowSparksJoy. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I like to talk about handbags and shopping, everything from bargain finds to contemporary designers, all the way up to luxury brands. If you find those kinds of things interesting, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. And don't forget to click the tiny notification bell beside the subscribe button so you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. So today I'm going to be doing a handbag collection video. Now, I don't think I've ever really mentioned my Louis Vuitton bags on my channel, so I decided to do a collective video of all of the Louis Vuitton items I have in my collection. So you can see I have the Zero pieces, and I have the Ben pieces, and I have just the one monogram piece, which is kind of funny because I consider myself a monogram girl. Like, I love monogram. I love my Coach monogram, like my Serena. I love LV monogram, but then I only have one LV monogram piece. But anyways, I'm going to be taking you guys through in no particular order, but I will be mentioning maybe which one's my favorite, which one I carry the most, which one I use the least, and I'll also be talking about when I got which item, if I remember, how I got the item, as well as tips that I've learned from my experience on buying luxury items. Okay, so let me just pull my Alma BB first because that's the one in front. Guys, this is my baby. This is the one bag that I think I just look at sometimes from my bed and I just smile, because this silhouette is, I think, my favorite silhouette in a bag. I love structured bags. So it's not so much about the designer or the name, it's more about how it looks. Like that, I don't know, there's just something about that structure. I don't even know what shape to call it, but I just love it. Like, I am so proud of this item because it was my very first, it wasn't my first LV piece, but it was my first LV piece from the boutique. I went into the boutique to get this, and before I bought this, I had done research on LV pieces. I knew I wanted the Alma without a doubt, so I wanted it in the monogram initially, but then when I read reviews and watched videos about the vachetta and things like that, I started to have second thoughts, and I didn't want to have to I don't baby my bags, right? So I didn't want to have to baby the vachetta and take care of it. I even tried to learn how to take care of vachetta, but I just thought, like, for the Alma, which would have a lot of vachetta, especially at the bottom, I just didn't want to take that risk. So I went ahead and I bought the Demi Ben instead, which is such a carefree bag, and I do love it. I love this bag 100%. But if I could do it over again, what I would do is I would either buy the monogram version from the pre-loved market if I find it cheaper, or I would buy the My World Tour version. So on the LV website, you can create your version of this bag, and I will create the My World Tour version in the monogram with the black leather trim. That is my ideal combo, and that will be like a forever piece in my collection. I might still do it. Who knows? I use this bag mostly as a casual day out bag. I have used it to work on a couple of occasions, but I don't use it a lot just because it doesn't really contain everything I need for work. I mean, it's big enough, but because the opening is a bit restricted, it hinders easy access to my items, so I don't particularly like using it for work. And I just have the strap in there as well as the dust bag. So yeah, I love the Demi canvas because of the beautiful red interior, and then it still has, of course, the lock and the clochette. First bag for today is my Alma BB in the Demi Ben print. So next, I'll just show you my Alma PM. This is the big daddy, the mama bear in the Alma family. So just as a size comparison, just look at that difference in size. It's such a huge difference. But so this is the Alma PM. This I think I bought this before, no, I bought this after my Alma BB. Yeah, definitely after my Alma BB. And I bought it pre-loved. I bought it from a Facebook group, and that's a tip I have for you guys. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it on my channel before, but if you're looking to get items pre-loved, apart from the resale sites like Fashion File and the Real and what else you have out there nowadays, you can also look to Facebook. So there are some really good Facebook groups that you can join. Just be ready to do your due diligence, do your research before you jump in and make a purchase. Make sure it is from a trusted seller and it is not a scam, because there are lots of scammers out there, so be very careful. So there's a Canadian Facebook group that I belong to where they sell pre-loved items. Some come directly from the owner's closets, some come from resellers who have gotten these items elsewhere, most often from Japan. This came from one of such sellers who buys items from Japan and resells them in Canada. Just look at this beauty. Look at how bright that canvas is. This bag is from 1997 according to the date code. So that's 24 years now. This bag is 24 years old. And look at how bright the canvas is. Still in great condition. That's what I love about LV canvas. I know it's not so much the same these days. I mean, their quality has gone down, but if you can find the vintage one, so yeah, I dyed it black so I don't have to worry about the vachetta and staining and patina and things like that. And I think it is so beautiful. So imagine this in the PM size. This is exactly how the my Walter version I want would look like that is, I think that's my dream bag. I think I will still get it eventually. If I do, I'll probably sell my Alma BB in Demi Ben. I might sell this one too. I'm also looking to get one in the multicolor, so the Murakami version PM. If I can find it one day on the pre-love market, I would definitely buy that one. The hardware, of course, has seen a lot of tarnishing. I'm not bothered. I can't be bothered to polish it and all of that kind of stuff. It is made in France. My Alma BB is made in the USA. So this is my work bag currently. This is what I've been using in the past week, and maybe I'll do a what's in my bag video soon. One of the items in my bag is another LV item. So this is my LV key pouch. I can't remember at what point in time in my collection I bought this. I think maybe this was my third or second item, but I bought this straight from the LV website. I found it available one day. I was so excited. Yeah, I've been enjoying using this. I do wish that it was a little bit taller though, because I have other key pouches. I have my Coach key pouches. I think I have Tory Burch key pouches as well. This is my least favorite key pouch. I still like it, don't get me wrong. I enjoy using it, but the canvas I find is just so stiff compared to the others that I have, and it's a tad bit too narrow and too short for my liking. I don't know, that shape is just, it's just funny and different. But anyways, I use it to hold my keys, and then I have my cards on the inside. So it's really easy when maybe after work I'm stopping at the supermarket. I can just take this out of my bag and run in real quick. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cards in there, and it definitely has room for cash and some coins. So this is my LV key clay in the monogram canvas. So I guess I do have something in monogram after all from the boutique. So it's this and my PM. I love this. This is like my workhorse. I don't have to bother about anything. This bag serves me really well. And then I just put my Coach key pouch there, my Basquiat half moon pouch that says famous, and I just think it gives the bag a little bit something extra. I really like it. So yeah, second bag for the video, my LV Alma PM in the monogram and dyed leather. Okay, so next I'm going to show you my mini pochette in the Demi-Azur canvas. I'm showing you this one next because this was the first ever LV purchase that I made. I bought this online off the LV website. I was able to catch it one night. I was so excited because, you know, these are always sold out on the website. Even more so now. I feel like it's worse now. They're not online at all. Maybe they're trying to discontinue their canvas pieces. That's the rumor that's going around. Don't quote me, but I bought this last year. One night I was just browsing, it was available, and add to cart immediately, and I checked out like at the speed of lightning. So I just have a chapstick in there, and that's what it looks like on the inside. I was so excited when this arrived. I love it. I love the mini pochette so much. I use this as a catch-all in my bigger bags. I also use it crossbody. I attach another chain strap on it. I use it crossbody sometimes when I just want to be hands-free and I want something small, nothing really big or fancy or serious. And I use this thing to death during the spring and summer, and I think it's going to rest from me now that it's fall. But I use it a lot during spring and summer, and I love it so much. This one is made in France, and all of my pieces are when they still had the date codes, and this one was made in 2020, so last year, and that's when I bought it. It's still in great condition, that canvas, and I want to say that this is my most used LV piece. The canvas is still looking great. So yeah, my LV mini pochette in the demi-mesure canvas. So after that, I then bought, because I enjoyed it so much, I loved it so much, I went looking for all of the other mini pochettes. So I found this online again one lucky night as I was browsing the LV website, and then this one, the mini pochette in the demi-ébène canvas, became available, and I purchased it immediately. I was so happy I was able to get it. There again, can you see that beautiful red interior? This is why I like this canvas, because that interior is just so beautiful. Like, I love this one. This was also made in France, and then so this was made in 2020 as well, and the hardware is still great. I don't use this crossbody, I never have. I use it as a catch-all in my bag. So when my work bags, my bigger bags, this serves me very well as a catch-all, and I love it because, you know, it doesn't get dirty, especially with all the things I throw on the inside. It still really looks nice. So I love the mini pochettes. I love the sizes. I'm really hoping that I can get the monogram canvas as well, so that I will have my trifecta, but that's really looking more and more impossible these days. It has not been on the available on the website in the longest time. As far as I know, I might just be able to maybe even get it in the boutique easier than getting it online. So yeah, that's my mini pochette in the demi-ébène canvas. So I believe the next item I purchased, again off the website. So this is easier to get, or was easier to get at the time on the website. It was usually available, and I really wanted to try the key holder. I'd watched reviews on YouTube, I'd seen on Instagram a lot of people raving about the 6 key holder and the 4 key holder, so I wanted to try it. I had a Coach 5 key holder at the time that I got from the Coach outlet website. I didn't really like it that much, to be honest. I might do a video reviewing all my key holders, so maybe watch out for that. I didn't like my Coach key holder. I thought maybe it was because of the way it felt in my hand, and maybe because it was 5 keys. So I decided to get the Louis Vuitton one in the 4 key version. So this is the Louis Vuitton 4 key holder in the demi-mesure canvas, and I bought it in demi-mesure because we're coming up to spring at the time, so I decided, okay, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it, and so I bought that. This is made in France. I bought it from the website, but funny thing is, as much as I've tried to use this item, as much as I've tried to make myself like it, I don't. It just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for my lifestyle, and I've come to the conclusion that I prefer regular keychains or key pouches. This is not working for me. I'm probably going to sell it soon and maybe use the money and try to get the key pouch, the key clay in the demi-mesure print instead. This is a no-no, and it has to leave my closet ASAP. So I would say that this is probably my least used item. I used it a lot for a while because I was trying it out, but at a point I just abandoned it because I was like, there's no point forcing myself to continue to use this. So yeah, this will be my least favorite, and if I'm not mistaken, my least used piece. I want to say that my Alma BB is kind of also my least used piece, although when I first got it I used it a lot, but then I haven't used it so much because I don't take it to work anymore, and I'm not really going out, right, because of COVID and all of that. But I still love it. This is definitely my least favorite though, and maybe tied with my Alma BB for least use. The LV 4 key holder in the demi-mesure canvas. I'm going to save the best for last and show you guys my card holder daily next. Now this is one of my favorite items. It might be okay, my second favorite, only because the last item I'm going to show you is my favorite. But this is, I love this thing. It's an SLG that just took my breath away immediately. Like immediately launched early this year, I want to say. I went online, I tried to place the order. It was not available. I called customer service immediately and I was able to get this. I really love it. I just love the color combination. It also comes in a pink version. I think azure is better with blue. That's just my personal preference. I just love it. I love the simplicity. I love the ease of use. It has the 2 card slots and then one in the middle. I love the size. I think what I really like about it the most is the color, and I use this a lot during the spring. This was my spring card holder. I loved it. I still love it. This is a forever piece, definitely in my collection. This one was made in Spain. It is my first made in Spain, my only made in Spain items. Most of my items are made in France, and then I have my BB that is made in the US. I like that I have them from different places, different parts of the world. This one's made in Spain. I love it so much. This is the LV card holder daily in the demi-mesure canvas. And finally, my favorite item of all. I love this item so much. I tracked it down. Oh, I hunted down this bag. It is the LV Favorite MM. She's so beautiful. Now this item has been discontinued by LV. It is still available in the PM size. They have brought out a new version in leather that they're calling the new Favorite. Doesn't really look like it. It kind of does, but I don't know why they discontinued this piece. I loved it, but I only found out about it after they had discontinued it, of course. I mean, I had seen it around, but I really didn't take any interest until I saw one picture from Pinterest, and then that just sparked my desire for this bag, and I really wanted it. It was discontinued. I checked on the Facebook groups. Nobody had it at the time, and then I checked on the Real and I found it at a not so bad price. But one thing I would mention for anybody who lives in Canada is taxes and duties. Oh my god, by the time this shipped and came into Canada, I was paying duties that ended up costing me a lot, and I will never ever do that again. So that was one mistake I made. Most times if you purchase from stores like Matches Fashion or Farfetch, duties are already calculated within the purchase price. I did not know that on the Real duties were not calculated within the purchase price, and that I will have to pay for duties when it got into Canada. And so this being a luxury item, I paid a huge amount in duties, and I ended up paying way above retail price for this at the end of the day. I would never do that again. I've learned my lesson, but was it worth it? Yes, in a way, because I really wanted this bag at the time that I wanted it. And again, that's another tip. Sometimes it just pays to be patient. I bought this earlier this year, so say around April maybe, or March. And so I used it spring and summer. I loved it. I enjoyed it. No regrets. But then guess what? I saw it on my Facebook LV group last month. So maybe if I had waited to not want to use it during spring and summer, I would have found it for way cheaper on a Canadian site that would have cost me way less. But like I said, no regrets. I really enjoyed using this during spring and summer. It's going to have some rest right now because I use this a lot. Like any little chance I had to go somewhere fancy, I took this with me and I really loved it. So I love it, especially in the demi-mesure canvas. I think it looks more elegant in this canvas compared to the monogram or the ebene. And you can see that the hardware, the plate here has some hairline scratches. I think that's inevitable with this bag, and I really don't mind it. I think it gives it a lot of character. I just love that shape. Of course, the vachetta is very minimal, and so I don't mind that at all. This is what it looks like on the inside. I have my authenticity documents from the real. And yeah, that's another thing. If you're buying from pre-loved sites, it comes authenticated already, unlike if you're buying from Facebook groups where you have to authenticate it yourself. So that's something else to bear in mind. It came with the strap, the Pochette strap for crossbody, and then I just have a Samoga organizer on the inside to help keep the shape, because you know I love structured bags. Even though I like the floppiness of this one, I just need that organizer in there to shaping it up a little bit. So yeah, my Samoga organizer is there, and I just have a couple of things in there that I haven't taken out. To mention that my favorite is from 2018. It's made in the USA, and look at how that canvas is still so beautiful. When you compare it with my more recent items, this one's 2020, there's no difference at all. They look the same. Such beautiful canvas. This is definitely a forever piece in my collection. I am never going to sell it. I love this bag so much. The LV favorite in Demia as the canvas. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the tiny notification bell beside the subscribe button so you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.